Got big dreams, I'ma do big things. Yeah, you see me on the big screen looking so clean. I don't move slow, I move fast right past it.
What is going on, guys? Samix Plays here, and some very exciting news. The First Descendant Season 2 Part 2 just dropped, and I'm gonna basically go over like what is new in the game. We actually got a lot of good stuff going on here. As you guys know, I've been kind of teetering off TFD because I've just been kind of getting, there wasn't much left to do, so I was really looking forward to this new update. And I have to say this, I think this is the single best update that we've gotten since 400% Dungeons, and it is the best update that we've ever had regarding like storylines and lore. So I'm not going to go over any spoilers because I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but I have completed the entire story mission. You might have seen it already online, but just to be safe, I don't want to ruin it for you guys, but it is phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. It was one of the first times in this game that I did not want to skip the cutscenes. I wanted to see what was going to happen, and we are going to be getting, I think we're going to be getting a really, really cool character in the future. If you already know, you know, but anyways, my whole point is, I think this update is definitely worth your time and it's worth playing. I think the quality of life stuff that they've added, which we'll go into in a moment, is very, very good. As far as content goes, I think it's okay. As you guys know, I've been saying that they need to do more besides just adding like a weapon or just a weapon, a boss, and then a different variation of a dungeon. That is what they did here again. However, it is different, and they also added some systems on top of it. So I will say that it is not perfect, but it is definitely a far step in the right direction. I think that this update by far is just really, really good. Will it hold my interest for a month, 2 months, 3 months? Maybe, maybe not. But so far from what I've played, it just released, and I think that it looks really, really good. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch over here. So first I wanted to talk about what exactly that we're getting, and I'm also going to help you guys as far as, I always do unlock guides on the characters. That's starting to become not really a thing anymore. You're not really going to need unlock guides anymore because, for one, high shape stabilizers just make guides irrelevant because you can choose whatever method you want and then just use a high shape stabilizer to switch the drop rates. And the other one is just going to be unlocked behind season mechanics like we saw with Haley, which is what they ended up doing here with Serena. So if I go here and we look at the new Descendant, she is going to be locked behind the new, I guess you could call it like the season dungeon. Basically what this is going to be is like a new, I wouldn't go, I guess you could say new zone. It's basically a new dungeon, right? But you would go and spam this, and then it has a chance to drop her code and her blueprint on the first new zone, and then on the second zone it would drop her other pieces, and that's if you do it on normal. And then if you switch it to hard, it drops, those as well. I have not unlocked the hard mode yet, so for for the catalyst blueprint, see, I can do normal and try and get it. I haven't unlocked the high, so I don't know the differences in drop rates yet. I don't know if you guys know a way to tell, but I have not been able to see what the drop weights are. I already got the code, but basically you're just going to spam the new area and you'll get it eventually, right? You're also going to be needing like Veldust, which is going to be dropping off like mobs in that area, and you just keep running it, right? It's the same thing that we've seen, like all the time, right? Run this dungeon 100 times to get Haley shards, right? Run Void Vessel 100 times to get Keelan and Inez, right? Like it's the same premise. You're just going to do the same thing, go run this dungeon or new area X amount of times to unlock her, essentially, is what it is. One thing I did want to go over here, though, is the new arcade tuning system. So this is huge because I've been playing a lot of like Path of Exile 2. I love those big trees where you just get to kind of pivot, and you know, if you want to make like unique builds, you can kind of like spec into things to make your character stronger on the like talent tree, right? Like it's the same thing in like World of Warcraft, things like that. So TFD released arcade tuning, and to unlock this, you're just gonna finish the campaign story to unlock the new zones, and then you're gonna go over there, do those, and then after that it's going to unlock arcade tuning. And this is going to carry over between normal Descendants and Ultimate Descendants. So if you know, unlock, for example, right now I'm using Inez, right? So if when they release Ultimate Inez, my points here would apply to Ultimate Inez. I won't have to regrind to do it again, right? And basically what this is just a talent tree, essentially, to make your character stronger, right? So, for example, if I wanted to go for a gun build or something, I could go, you know, up this tree, get all these gun nodes that give me firearm attack, explosive attack, right? Inez is not a gun user, she's more of a spellcaster. So I would want to get like, you know, skill power modifier nodes, just skill power here, right? Like I would want to pick up those nodes. So this is a really interesting system, and I'm definitely glad they did this. As you guys can see, the update just launched like an hour or two ago. So I haven't messed with this yet, so I'm not going to tell you guys like what the optimal, you know, build path on this, because I don't know, right? But I mean, me personally, if I'm playing a skill power champ that relies heavily on spells, like I'm just gonna pick up all the skill power nodes, right? And then if I'm playing a gun build, you know, supply moisture Valby, or if I'm playing like Enzo, right, then I would just pick up all the gun nodes essentially. There's also like weak point damage. You can also get like max HP here, which I thought was very interesting, and it seems like a lot too. It's not just a little bit. Like 43% max HP is like kind of nutty for one node. There's also movement speed. As you guys know, in all of my videos, I love just going really, really fast, right? I've done a lot of speed videos. The only thing I'm kind of wondering with these is if you can surpass the speed cap of 1300. I assume you cannot, but at least this is a way to, if you have those slower Descendants, right, that don't have movement abilities like Inez or Bunny, Serena, you know, things like this, this might be like a good alternative to give you movement speed, right? So you can like kind of keep up. I thought this was pretty cool. I kind of wish that they would let us go over that 1300 speed cap. As I said, I don't know if it does. I'm just assuming it does not, based on like, you know, the cores that we have that increases your speed. It does not exceed the speed cap. So I assume this is the same thing. But if you're playing like a slow Descendant, this looks really good, right? Like you can just spec into speed. It looks like we do have a full reset button, so I'm assuming, again, there's a lot of assumptions here, guys. This is like brand new, so don't hold me to it, but I'm assuming that if I want to play a certain build, right, and I want to test out a certain build, let's say I want to do a gun build, I spec into all the firearm attack, right, and then I can unallocate those points to like try a different build, which I would assume is how it works, if I can fully reset it right here, right? So yeah, I love this. I think this is absolute W. The only concern I have with this is all of the content in the game is already like pretty easy, right? So if we are like giga buffing our characters with these, there's not gonna really be like much to challenge us, but honestly, there's not much to challenge us anyway, so it just feels good being super OP anyway, right? But that does make me wonder if they're going to release harder content now that we do have arcade tuning, and I hope that is the plan, because you know, when everything's too easy, it kind of takes out the motivation to grind for upgrades, because you're like, well, I can just kill everything anyway, why would I waste like 50 hours trying to fully unlock this, right? I mean, I'm going to do it just because, you know, I like TFD, I like grinding, all that good stuff, but a more casual player might be like, well, I can down every boss in the game, you know, there's no point. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to speak for anybody, right? But that's just my opinion on it. I think if you're going to give us a way to giga upgrade our characters, you need to give us like hard content, IMO, right? So we can use our OP characters to like down content. We also got a new boss. which is this guy, Tormentor. Again, this is just going to be a reskin of, what is his name? I forget it already. It's a reskin of Obstructor, I believe. I think it's Obstructor's model. I want to say it's Obstructor's model. Maybe it's not. I don't know. They look similar. Maybe it's not, though. I'm pretty sure it is. But regardless, I feel like this boss does look pretty cool, right? He is going to be very weak to Toxic, so most likely you're going to be using, like, Freyna, right? Freyna's bossing build. I haven't tried this boss yet, just because I'm still, like, you know, wanting to try and unlock Serena as quick as I can, so I can get out, like, a build video after I craft her and stuff like that. All that good stuff. But yeah, there is a new boss, and we also, let me just go over here real quick, just so I can show you guys. We also got 4 new ultimate weapons, so that's going to be right here, which is really nice to see. I definitely like more ultimate weapon options, so this is dope. I mean, and on top of that, we also got the new external components. Again, this is going to have to be something I test. I don't know if they're good or bad. I did take a glance at them. They look okay. I mean, I haven't seen anything too crazy with these, like, set bonuses. But, you know, I mean, I think more options are good. Hopefully we eventually get a set that just performs better than Slayer, because right now Slayer is just like the go-to on every character that is like a skill character, right? Because it's just, it gives you so much more damage. So these don't look too crazy to me, but I'll have to test them out myself and see exactly, you know, how good they are. But nothing in here looks that crazy. The only thing in here is the unpredictable set, which gives you 21% skill power and minuses your skill cost. So this one definitely looks really interesting, right? Because it also says it gives you firearm attack and reload time modifier. But the thing with this is it randomly gives you one of this. So that's the thing, right? You can't choose which buff you want. It's like randomized. So obviously that's why it's called unpredictable, right? But these are pretty good right here. Don't know how it would be in game. You kind of have to, like, get lucky to get the buff that you want, which is kind of unfortunate, but it looks okay. I mean, it might be fun to use, right? Another thing, since I know it just launched and I was a little confused about this, once you do the campaign, you can come over here to Reina, and she is going to basically sell you goodies with the new currency, which is going to be this little chest thing right here, and you can get a massive amount of equipment slots. You can buy up to 100. Same thing with storage slots, which is really nice, right? And then she also sells you, like, boosts for your new arcade tree, essentially your new talent tree that you can use, and, you know, stuff like that. And you know, it's like 3 for 5 hours or 10 for 3 days, right? I mean, if it were up to me, I would just grind for 3 days and do the 3 days, right? But I feel like that's better value. This is like 72 hours compared to buying 3 of these, and it's like 15 hours, right? But obviously it depends on how much you play and stuff like that. Would not recommend getting the 1 hour one. I feel like this is just, like, bad. This is like the worst value one. But anyways, that's how you're gonna do that. And then also we have a new event going on. And then, yeah, so this is gonna be the new area over here, the Sigma sector. Again, I'm just trying to, like, not spoil anything for you guys, but, you know, you're gonna have a normal mode, and then you're gonna also have, like, a high risk mode, you know, and then I believe you do this daily, because it says, like, today's bonus, so you're gonna, each day you do it, I think you get extra, like, arcade tuning XP, and then you get, like, I don't know, you get special rewards once a day, like this, like a high value relic. I believe you can get those daily. Again, I'm not 100% sure on that, but just from what I've gathered, you want to run this once a day, essentially. Also, there is a new event going on. You'll see it, like, when you log in or whatnot, so you can go over here and talk to Aeneas, and basically you can use these coins to purchase goodies and all that good stuff. And there's also a login event, so you can get, I believe it's Ultimate Bunny. I think they're giving away Ultimate Bunny again, or Haley skin. Obviously, if you already have Ultimate Bunny, just go for the Haley skin. But yeah, don't forget you can come in here and spend your coins on these goodies. A lot of good stuff in here: boost, shape stabilizers, all that good stuff. I believe last time you could almost buy out the shop, if not buy it out completely, so it might be the same thing this time. So yeah, you'll just gradually earn coins for like completing like quests and stuff, which is going to be right here. So it'll give you a missions. So to get here, you would just come over here, right? Press escape, come up here, and it'll tell you, you know, basically what you need to do, and then, you know, total playtime. I already did these today, right? So it basically just reset, but basically it's just playing the game. You just play the game and it'll send you tokens, is basically how it works. So and then here is the login. So you'll get all this stuff for logging in each day, right? They're trying to incentivize players to like log in each day to claim your rewards, make sure you're playing. And then if I scroll over here, it's, you know, Ultimate Bunny or Haley's skin box. I wish there was a way for me to see inside the box. You can kind of see like her skins right here, but it's not really a close-up. I'm sure they posted it somewhere, I just haven't seen it yet. But you'll know, you'll get like some cores and, you know, some paints and, you know, hairstyles, stuff like that, right? So there's a lot of good stuff here. And one huge thing I wanted to talk about was they did release a photo mode. So if you are, you know, just down bad and you want to like zoom in and look around and stuff like that, you can do that. If you lower the field of view, it'll like zoom in more. You know, you can like right click to like change the zoom. So if I wanted to just like check out my outfit, right, I could do that, just like move around, look at my character and stuff like that, right? Like photo mode is goated. People have been asking for that for a very long time. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm happy they did those for sure. Whoa, man, move out of the way, bro. What are you doing? But yeah, so there's a lot of good stuff in here. I definitely think season 2 part 2 is worth playing. I'm for sure going to be playing it. As I said in past videos, I think TFD's main like concern is like content, and I feel like they did do a way better job this release than they've previously done the past couple of releases. The story was goated. It also like it kept me invested, right? Like I was like, oh, I want to see what happens, like this is something that I'm curious about, right? So I think they did a really good job with that. The content, you know, it's same old, new dungeon, new boss, weapon, you know, it is what it is. But we did get the arcade tuning, so I am happy they are kind of like progressively getting better as time goes on, right? They're like, I do wish they would kind of pivot away from just like this like pattern of just like one new descendant, one new boss, one new weapon, right? I've said that in the past, but this release they kind of did a little bit more, right? They're like, all right, we're gonna do that, but we're gonna add some new stuff on top of it. So I think as time goes on, they'll definitely keep getting better and better and better at these things. Will people want to grind the new area, you know, like over and over and over again to like kind of level up their arcade tuning and, you know, all that good stuff? Or will it get boring after a while like Void Vessel? We'll have to wait and see if players get burnt out of that. But overall, I would say that this is a really, really good update. I think it's one of the best we've gotten. I think they did a good job. I'm looking forward to when they release like some very, very good content where it's like we're able to just like play for weeks and weeks on end, right? But I do think that this update is much better than what we've gotten in the past, and I'm really I'm happy with it. I know some people aren't going to be. You know, I know this update was a lot of like a make or break for people, but at the end of the day, I think it's a good update, right? I think it's pretty good, considering what we've gotten in the past and what this is. It's a step in the right direction, 100%. I've been having fun with it. I'm still going to be playing TFD until I just get bored of like running these missions. You know, I want to test a new character and all that good stuff. So I think it's cool, right? I like it. I enjoy it. Overall, I think it's a great update. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much everything, so I can catch you guys up to speed. Also, the mastery rank is now, you can go up to 29. That's not something I've really been focusing on because I mean, it's just like whatever at this point, right? But if you do want to max out your mastery, it did increase a little bit with the addition of the new ultimate weapons and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, I honestly, you know, I think the devs are doing a good job, dude. I mean, I really like this. I hope they expand on this. I think this is a really good idea. So props to the devs. I really enjoy this. Goated story as well. Just, you know, awesome stuff from the devs. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments, if y'all are a little bit ahead of me, or if you've already finished, you know, you're kind of diving into the new mechanics and systems and all that good stuff. Let me know. Are you enjoying the new update? Does it look good to you? Do you wish there was more content? How are we feeling, boys? How are we feeling? Let me know down in the comments. I know it just released a couple hours ago, so most people haven't gotten their hands on it yet, but once you do, I think it's good. As I said, I think it's good. I think TFD is just like getting better every single update, which is good, right? It's good for the game. So I'm gonna be having fun with it. I hope you guys have a good one. I hope I was able to help you out a little bit. If I did, you know, go ahead and like and subscribe to the video, all that good stuff. I will catch you on the next one. And again, let me know in the comments if this was a W or a L for you. I think it was a W for me personally. I think it's pretty cool just for the story alone. I thought it was amazing. So I'm super excited to see what they do there with that. I don't want to do any spoilers, right? But I'm super excited to see if we get her as a playable character very soon, because that would be amazing. Anyways, guys, y'all have a good one. I'm Samix Plays. Y'all take care. I will see y'all in Albion. Y'all have a good one. Peace.